Hi there, and welcome back to another video. My name is Sam. Wait, fuck. What is up, my dudes, dudettes, and dudeless people? My name is Sam, and I go by he, them. My god, I keep pulling. Stop that. Today's video is about me failing 3 times until I give up and decide to do everything on a computer, because AI is going to take over the world anyway. So, I saw this nice little art challenge on TikTok, which is this one. And I thought this was so cool that I wanted to do this myself. I have this nifty little ring light that I made myself a while ago because I was too broke for an actual softbox, which is right over there now. I thought, hey, let's just go. Let's just do this. This is gonna be fun. Before I get into the details of the actual drawings, I want to introduce you briefly to the character I chose to do this challenge with. It's my very own original character named Varantia. She is one of my many demon models that I created in my weird little demon human angel universe thing. And the reason I chose her is because she is generally a pretty wild and out there personality, and she usually is like the type to not really give a fuck. She grew up in a gang, her parents are gang leaders, and technically she would be the next gang leader, but she was like, bye! So, I decided to go with her because the way I imagined a drawing to be in the end was kind of like those thermo thingies where when you scan a body, the body will show up in entirely rainbow. I was kind of hoping for it to turn out either that way or the way it turned out in the TikTok, because somehow the person from the TikTok managed to do like a perfectly beautiful, well-blended, color-wise well-fitting drawing, which was my goal as well, but I forgot one little detail about markers, which will be a prominent mistake I'm doing throughout this fun little adventure, because I am an idiot. I've never been to art school and it shows. Explain a challenge, explain a character. Oh yeah, explain a challenge. Basically, you grab all your markers, if you have them, or whatever traditional medium you use. Grab the LED lights, turn them to red. I think blue works as well, but red is like the color that eliminates most colors, from what I've gathered, so that in the end you don't really see what color you're picking, and you just have to work with the hues. And then in the end you turn off your normal light, and then surprise! Funky drawing. I have to say this, my first attempts didn't turn out too bad. That's not really what I expected them to turn out like, because on the first drawing I was super confused why it turned out that way, because I did use so many different colors, but somehow it turned really monochromatic. But you'll see. Speaking, can you stop, chair? Why are you doing this? So the first drawing I did the outlines on an A4 basic sketchbook paper thingy. And that was my first mistake. I chose a bigger size in the drawing. Oh, that's the best I can do for now. I did scan the outlines because I knew something in the back of my head told me you're probably gonna not like the first result. So just in case, scan it and print out 2 tinier versions of the outline so that you can like try again and not waste that much ink. So here is my first attempt. And again, it's not that bad. The hues and everything, I would say, are correct, but you don't see the vivid colors that I chose, because I'm sure that I chose like, I mean, the base color. First of all, I used the base color for the skin. So now usually she has paper white skin, but for the sake of this challenge, I'm gonna like go with the lightest hue I have, which was like in itself not a bad idea, But that was the start of like me building more and more different colors, which then blended into a brown shade, which overall is not bad, but I wanted like neons and bright vivid greens and pinks and purples and whatnot. So yeah, my confusion was big when I saw the result. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Huh? Usually in color theory, and this is where I'm going to stop my past self from talking, because what I was saying was complete utter bullshit. So what I meant to explain was, there are 2 primary color wheels, one of which is the additive color wheel, also known as the RGB color wheel, which is what most of us are familiar with. It's the red, green, and blue color wheel. And that's what light is made out of. If you break light down, you would get like these 3 primary colors. The color wheel I was referring to for my drawings was the subtractive color wheel, which is for pigments, which is the CMYK one. It's the yellow, magenta, cyan one. And yes, it is cyan, it's not light blue or some bullshit. If you mush all of these colors together, eventually you will end up with either a brown shade or a black shade, depending on how much color you add. And this was the mistake I did with my drawings. The reason why I didn't get the vivid colors that I wanted is because I kept subtracting colors like an idiot. I already said I never went to art school, and it shows. It shows. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Again, it's not a bad drawing, but it's not what I envisioned. I tried again. Try number 2. Where are you?
So let's try this again. I am still gonna go with red. I printed a second one just in case. If I fail this one, I'm gonna try again with the second print.
So with the second try, I decided to not use a base color this time and just leave highlights white and to just shade in, which I did. I kind of liked that drawing a bit more than the first one. And this is also where I had the epiphany of the color theory thing that I just talked about.
What? Huh.
Okay, now I gotta fill this part in with, oh, I think I now I think I just realized what my mistake was yesterday. Now when I tell you I'm a stupid idiot, I actually mean it. What colors did I use? Yeah, I now understand the mistake I made, why it looks so monochromatic on the other drawing. You see, if you mix like different colors together, they turn into brown. How did I forget that? That is basic color theory. That's why it looks so monochromatic. What did we learn today? I don't understand color theory! Yeah, this is try number 2. I do like it a bit more, especially because the hair is colorful. And the tongue actually turned out pretty decent, if you ask me. It's like the bisexual flag. I don't know how I managed to do that, but it looks pretty. It's still not entirely the result that I wanted. So I had the epiphany with the color theory, and I decided the next time, try number 3. I had a D in math, okay? Don't judge me. Also, I'm gay. Try number 3.
Here I am, once again, at 11:20 p.m.
I paid attention to not mix the colors this time, so that I have like different colors with each section. So I started with the darkest shade when I shaded, and worked my way up to the lightest shade, and turned into this. Which, not bad. Out of the 3 traditional drawings I made, this is my favorite. Also, past Sem.
Oh, ew. Oh my god, that completely destroys the paper. Ew. How the fuck? This was a bad idea. Oh, this was an absolute terrible idea. You know what? We're gonna stop here. I'm pretty sure editor or future Sam will show you the end result once I, like, save the drawing. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it out and glue it onto something else.
I didn't cut it out and put it onto a different thing because you know how lazy I am. Because you're literally me from the past. Yeah, I made a mistake. I wanted to, because I didn't want to waste any more ink anymore. I wanted to do the background with a normal highlighter pen, but they're not alcohol-based, they're water-based. And water-based pens, if you layer them too much, they tend to destroy the paper, so don't do that. Don't be like me. My main problem is I, once again, was an idiot because for the first try I didn't have my markers sorted. For the second try I had my markers sorted by color. By the way, I probably should mention that I used Ohuhu alcohol markers. When I sorted my markers, I thought for some reason that I put the purple markers with the blue ones and the red markers with the pink ones, which is half true. I put the reddish pinks with the red markers and the purplish pinks with the purple markers, and the blue was all by itself. So what I thought was a gradient from blue to purple to like lavender was actually this. Yeah, I did not expect that outcome. It do be looking kind of fresh though, not gonna lie. This is funky as hell. And also closer to what I imagined the drawing to turn out like. Here's try number 4. I made a speed art for that. Enjoy the speed art. I'm gonna try to make it as speedy as possible. So, eventually I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna waste any more paper or Ohuhu ink or printer ink or my nerves on this project. I went in to Paint Tool Sai, my trusty frenemy. I hate you, Paint Tool Sai. You're a bad art program. I mean bad as in you keep crashing and I hate it. I still did the thing where I chose the colors with the red light on. I basically placed my red light on top of the box where my markers are in. Here's a picture of that too. And I just like picked the colors out and then I tried to replicate them in the program. The outcome this time around, actually pretty nice. I think like one problem I also had is I'd never blended the color. Let's take the third drawing as an example. The blue would have entirely obliterated the pink. I tested that and the brown didn't mix at all with the blue because it's like a cold and a hot and it's like those colors just, they don't mix. They're just like fighting. So that wouldn't have worked, first of all. On digital paper you can blend everything your heart desires. It's so easy. I get it, digital art sometimes it's easy. I mean, it has a lot of benefits and in some ways it's easier than traditional art, but it's still hard as hell. You can see like digital art is level 99 and traditional art is level 100 in like, I don't fucking know, Tetris or something. So it's both still really hard, but one is like just a tad easier because you have a bunch of shortcuts and benefits you can like, you know, there's positives and negatives to both sides. Anyway, I did that and I liked that outcome the most because I was also able to blend a little bit. Not too much because I still wanted to have like a bit of an edge. I finally managed to do something decent. And that just proves that I'm a better digital artist than traditional art. I mean, I did do the sketch and the outlines on paper, so I'm just saying. In conclusion, I am a big fat idiot that never went to art school. I mean, overall, it was a lot of fun to do. I actually enjoyed it. If it hadn't been fun, I wouldn't have done it for 4 days. I feel like I worked on 4 different days, so I always stayed up later than I wanted to just for this challenge because I didn't want any outside light to interrupt the red light or whatever. So it was always like around midnight when I did these traditional drawings. I still want to do a few more art challenges in the future because when you go to TikTok and you type in #art challenge, you will find so many different art challenges. And I'm sure there's a bunch I can try out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video of whatever it'll be. Bye bye! I love how I basically completely rebranded myself. But the outro is the only thing that just stayed the same. Peace.